I have to ask, because I always like to ask kind of war stories about, the biggest screw up you saw a lender make. Because one of the things like we always ask our lenders, like, what's one of the biggest mistakes you've seen a borrower make, and how can our borrower listeners learn from that? And as people who represented lenders for such a long time, what are some of the like really big mistakes or big screw ups you've seen lenders make?
So this is sort of worse than a screw up, but I had a case in a trademark dispute in Eugene, Oregon, that we went to trial on. And as it turned out, the client's the assignment that he was using, he had claimed he had since it was 15 years prior, so mid 80s back then. He said, yeah, I got this assignment all through the case. Hey, I've got to find that document. We need the original document. He goes, I don't know where it is. I got to find it. I'm like, look, we're pinning our whole case on this, so you need to find this thing and we need to have it. So we get to a settlement conference in front of the judge, and he finally produces this thing. And the other side had the guy who allegedly had signed this thing in the other room. And he walked in and said, I never signed that. That's not my signature. My client had dummied up the principal piece of evidence that we needed in our entire case, and in front of a federal judge, and handed it to a federal judge. And that was a tough day.
I've heard of borrowers forging documents. I've never heard of a lender forging documents themselves. Yeah. I mean, it's an obvious statement, but audience, don't forge stuff.
Yeah, don't commit crimes.